Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I am going to share with you the 7 C's of communication. Communication is very important in your life. A time will come when your degrees won't matter, your achievements won't matter, but what will matter is the art of communication. So today inshallah we are going to see the 7 C's of communication. The 7 C's of communication is a checklist that helps to improve the professional communication skills and increases the chance that the message will be understood in exactly the same way as it was intended. And keep in mind that these tips are applicable both to written communication as well as oral communication. So inshallah, get ready to communicate effectively. To have effective communication, one should keep the following 7 C's of communication in mind. The first C, clear. The message should be clear and easily understandable to the recipient. The purpose of the communication should be clear to sender, then only the receiver will be sure about it. The message should emphasize on a single goal at a time and shall not cover several ideas in a single sentence. So for clarity, keep a single point in the sentence. Don't speak about 2 or 3 points in a single sentence. The second C, correct. The message should be correct, i.e. a correct language should be used and the sender must ensure that there is no grammatical and spelling mistakes. Also, the message should be exact and well timed. The correct messages have a greater impact on the receiver, and at the same time, the morale of the sender increases with the accurate message. So if you see a spelling mistake in a pamphlet or a brochure, so you should always be correct in your spellings and in your grammar and even pronunciation. The third C, complete. The message should be complete, i.e. it must include all the relevant information as required by the intended audience. The complete information gives answers to all the questions of the receivers and helps in better decision making by the recipient. So if your message is not complete, if your message is lacking, then the recipient of the message will not get a clear message and he will not be able to respond to the message. So the third point is very important, that is, the message should be complete. Whatever you want to inform, inform completely. Don't be vague. The fourth C, concrete. The communication should be concrete. What I mean is that the message should be clear and particularly such that no room for misinterpretation is left. All the facts and figures should be clearly mentioned in a message so as to substantiate to whatever the sender is saying. So keep in mind that there should be no loopholes in your message. There should be no chance of misinterpretation in your message, in your sentence. Otherwise, that may cause a great problem. The fifth C, the message should be precise and to the point. It must be comprehensive. You should keep in mind that people are busy like you and they don't have time, or most of the people will not take out time to read your lengthy message. So be concise, be comprehensive. The sender should avoid the lengthy sentences and try to convey the subject matter in the least possible words. The short and brief message is more comprehensive and helps in retaining the receiver's attention. So if you have a lengthy message, either in writing or you are explaining something orally, then you cannot retain the receiver's attention. The attention of the receiver will divert. So keep your message concise and comprehensive. The sixth C, consideration. The sender must take into consideration the receiver's opinions, knowledge, mindset, background, etc., in order to have an effective communication. In order to communicate, the sender must relate to the target recipient and be involved. So as a public speaker, I speak sometimes to teachers, sometimes to students, sometimes to parents. So I keep in mind the target audience. The subject may be the same, for example, cleanliness. So I can't give the same content to the teachers that I give to the students or I give to the parents. So I have to keep my target audience in mind. The seventh C, courteous. It implies that the sender must take into consideration both the feelings and viewpoints of the receiver such that the message is positive and focused at the audience. The message should not be biased and must include the terms that show respect for the recipient. So if I have to tell my neighbor to park his car properly and keep his car out of the way, so I should add, please park your car properly. So every message, whether written or oral, should include all these terms of respect and honor to the recipient so that the recipient feels it easy to respond and connects with you. Note that this checklist applies to both the written and oral communication. So keep in mind all the 7 C's of communication and be an excellent communicator. Thank you.